Well, hello again. We're about to start week 2, unit 2, and so far the course is going amazingly well. Everyone is engaged, everyone is posting, and I think everyone understands the basics of the technology. I have checked, and you all now are on Marginalia, which is the software that allows the comments in the margin. It's like a tweet. You can put 240 characters in there, and as students, you also have the opportunity to use this function. So if you want to make a comment back to your classmate, that's going to be fairly brief, you highlight some words in their posting, you put your cursor over towards the right and a yellow bar will light up. You click on that bar and it'll give you an opportunity to write in the margin. You have to press enter to make it stick. And believe me, I've forgotten to do that a few times and had to go back and repeat myself. Anyways, give it a try. One of the reasons that I make you all use the reply function in the discussion is it keeps all of the postings open, and you can go up and down the postings back and forth, read what each other has said, and I find it is much more like a discussion than if you have to go back and open every single posting to see what somebody said and who was it who said such and such. So anyways, bravo on your contribution so far. The debate topics are up. The dates are posted. There's an example forum for the first one I put in there to show you where we're going to post our debates. And I will add those as we go through the weeks. There's a debate in the debating community about whether students should be forced to debate against their personal beliefs. And some of you will have to do that. There's a debate about whether people should debate both sides of one issue. And these relate to whether that kind of activity could potentially cause you to change your own beliefs. Oh my gosh, we can't have that happening. And the other side of it is that debating is learning to argue, learning to strategize, learning to, counter your opponents, so to speak. So if you're more important in the argument debate skills, then you'll be really interested in the section this week on fallacies. It's in very small print, I don't know why, kind of hidden in the middle of the discussion. There's a link to logical fallacies. And if you don't know anything about this, go and have a look, but it's a way to kind of trick the person that you're trying to convince into agreeing with you, even though your argument is not particularly sound. And those people who are really good with a literature, reading, writing, whatever, can sometimes read, for example, an editorial in a newspaper and pick out 2 or 3 logical fallacies in the argument. There's an exercise there for you to try. Practice. See if you can make up some fallacies under the different kinds that are listed in that link. You may find it's quite interesting. Well, some professors would say that we shouldn't be teaching people to trick each other, but it's a form of argument. It's a form of making a point, but I think the bigger reason for doing this is so that you will be able to identify fallacies in arguments that are presented to you. When you go to do your self-evaluation of your debate, please make a note to me if you've tried to use fallacies in your debate, or if you've identified fallacies in other people's debate, because I think it's quite a difficult skill to learn. There's also a couple of articles there on outsourcing, one of outsourcing medical care, one of outsourcing clinical trials, that are put in there to give you something to try and use to identify the factors that are encouraging or discouraging a trend. And that's one of the things that you'll need to be doing in your trend paper. So again, both of these activities this week are exercises to try and help you to learn the skills that are required in the 2 activities of the course. So I think that's about it. I did make a little comment that in the course outline, you're really only supposed to be starting Unit 1 tomorrow, and we're well into Unit 1. So I'm going to put Unit 1 and 2 over a 3-week period, and there's plenty in there. There's all those chapters of the book bedside matters to discuss, and there's the outsourcing, there's the fallacies, and I think there's something else in there. There's a CBC article to comment on. So there's plenty for you to do, because in the background, in your own time, you're working on both your trend paper, your outline, and your own debate. So have another great